Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Welcome to Interesting Ideas. And this week we've been trying to talk about the unmanageable life. And more, as I've tried to think about that, the more I realize that, hey, are you the one who should be talking about this? Because I'm just overwhelmed in many cases, in many ways, with both the responsibilities and the opportunities that are before me. However, I think I'm doing pretty well, but, I fully understand the issue of I wish I had more control. I wish I could be a little bit more happier. I wish that life would be better right now. And I think many people are living that way. In fact, I'm come to the conclusion that probably the majority of people are living that way. And so I'm just going to continue to think about some of the positive things that I've come up with. And so what I'd like to do today, I want to just briefly talk about the Happiness Project and get your response to that. And then I would like to just finish up how to quit your soul-sucking job. It's about 6-7 minutes for episode 9. And then I think you'll find that helpful and useful to give you a little bit of help and hope for how you're going to make 23 a better year so you can be in a better place if that's where you want to be. So that's the program for today. Interesting Ideas. I'm Stan Houston. I'm on the same journey with you. And I love the journey that you are on because I want it to be one that takes you to a better place. I would be delighted if that could happen. The program begins right now. The Happiness Project. I've heard about it. However, someone mentioned it in a little more detail, and supposedly the legend, and I don't know if it's true or not, oftentimes when people finally reach the big time, they don't tell their whole background story, and I understand that, and probably neither should I, or neither should you, if we could reach so-called the celebrity status that someone like Gretchen Rubin has. I'm told that perhaps she was doing something else, and in fact, she was a lawyer, and she actually clerked for Sandra Day O'Connor, the first woman to become the Supreme Court Justice. And supposedly she decided to give a course at the Yale University, I believe it was, and just called it, How to Be Happy, And thousands of kids signed up for it, supposedly the most popular course ever, and then the rest of the story is obviously online, all around the world, books, products, the whole wonderful story of what can happen when she quit her soul-sucking job and did what she loved. She wasn't happy doing what she was doing, and she was able to create the platform, create the unique contribution, and she made it happen. Good for her. Part of the problem, as she will understand and could tell you about, once you've reached that level, it's hard to sustain that level, and then you continually ask yourself, well, am I happy doing this? I'm working so hard at teaching people how to be happy. Am I still happy? And that comes and that goes. It would be interesting to talk to her now and just ask, tell us, are you still happy? And what are you going to do now to stay happy? But I'm going to do a little more investigation about the Happiness Project, and I'd like to hear from you. If you know anything about your own experience with the Happiness Project, please pass it on to me. I would love to talk about that because happiness is one of the great goals of life. I oftentimes say the three things people will buy, they'll pay good money for. One, the first one is if you can help them make money, they might buy that. If you can help them save money, well, they might buy that. If you can really make life better, they'll buy that. and if you could make them happy. And we spend billions of dollars, millions every day, trying to be happy. So here we go. Here's the program, which I've done this entire last week and weekend and now, based on something I did about 6 years ago, and we're seeing if we should resurrect it. It's based on a video program, then changed into audio, and we have 9 episodes, and I'd be happy to share more of it with you, and perhaps you'd like to work with me and update it. That'd be fun. I'd love to have a partner and update how to quit your soul-sucking job and then get the work, not the job, the work you love. How about that? If you want to work together on that project, maybe we can become somewhat of a celebrity, at least in some part of the world or in the people and the world we actually care about. So here we go with how to quit your soul-sucking job. A few final thoughts. You've got lots to look forward to and lots to do, so you can quit that soul-sucking job. And you can also survive and maybe even thrive in the process of leaving that and finding something else. Now, I'm just going to leave you with 3 words finally, okay? First of all is I want to say thank you. I'm grateful that you've taken time to watch this class. I am. I would be grateful if you'd recommend it to others. And that's the word I also want you to know. You need to always say to people, I would be glad if you would recommend me to others. Just get in the habit of that. If you know someone who's looking for, I'd be grateful if you'd recommend me to others. Use the word thank you and grateful a lot. You will not believe some of the responses you will get and some of the rapport and some of the personal power you will have when you begin to bring into people's lives a sense of gratefulness, of gratitude, of a person who says thank you. Remember, that is so rare that you all of a sudden become a rare person. A mysterious person, a different person, someone who's living life differently. And that's attractive. So, use the words thank you and grateful a lot. And be that way. Secondly, the word enthusiasm. I oftentimes say it all comes down to energy. Eat right. Get your exercise because you're going to need energy. You've got to pick up the pace. You've got to walk faster. You've got to talk with a little more presence. You've got to stop slouching and start performing. So think of the energy levels. I am eating and I'm exercising and I'm drinking in such a way, and alcohol's a depressant that gives me more energy, and with that, enthusiasm. Now, the word enthusiasm actually comes from the word entheos, or in God, or in God's Spirit. And I'm just going to simply let the word sit on your head. Is it helpful and useful to have a sense of spiritual and emotional and maybe transcendent purpose? Well, I've discovered that most of the successful and happy people that I've run into seem to say that there's more to life than making money and having a job. There's more. A lot of it is in the making and in the creating and in the connecting with who you are, with others, and with the purpose and power of the universe. So, the second word is enthusiasm. Okay? The third word is inspired. And that comes out of the word. It means that there's something about your personal spirit which is attractive to others. Hey, if you want to be a leader and have a position that will truly be gratifying to you, You have to start inspiring other people. Oftentimes someone said, you're not a leader unless you've got followers. And that doesn't mean friends on Facebook. The worst thing you can do is try and get friends on Facebook. Who cares? What you want are people who follow you because of who you are and because of what you do and the person you are. Let me tell you that when that happens, you know what? Your problem will not be how to leave your soul-sucking job. You're going to have perhaps a delightful problem of choosing between the good jobs that are already now being offered to you. Think about that. So put those words together, thank you and grateful, energy and enthusiasm and inspiring. And you know what? You may not have to find that good job, because that good job just might find you. And I hope that will be true. All the best and blessings to you as you make plans to leave that soul-sucking job and find the job that fills your spirit with good things. Again, I'm Stan Houston, and please join me again for another What It Takes class and course, and I look forward to seeing you again, online, in person, so that we can learn and grow together as we discover, indeed, what it takes. All right, it's a busy Wednesday, and the week is hard, the week is tough, so I'm done. But if you'd like to reach out to me, if I could be helpful to you in any way that you know of, if you just would like some conversational time, I'd love to do that. Reach out to me at stanhouston@gmail.com, stanhouston@gmail.com, and perhaps you'd have some interesting ideas that you'd like to share and talk about. And maybe you could even be on the radio. Almost everybody, as someone told me, everybody really wants to be a cowboy. And I think that's true. And everybody wants to be on the radio. What about you? All the best and blessings to you. Till next time, bye for now.